Hi, my name is Christina and I'm your librarian here at Christina's Bookshop. Today I'm bringing you Knight of Flames, Inheritance Book Number 2 by Amelia Faulkner. This is following Jack of Thorns. And honest to God, I think she totally blew Jack of Thorns out of the water. I was so in love with that book. When she said she was writing another one, I was like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to beat this or not. Beat it, left it for dead. I mean, it's obviously still a great read. It's still a 5-star. But Knight of Flames was just that much better. When you see this, you're like, oh my God, I want to read Knight of Flames. You totally can read it without reading Jack of Thorns, but you're totally not going to understand and comprehend and get everything that happens. And I understand the irony of me saying this with the last few of my reviews. I'm like, I haven't read the first couple, but check this out. I get it. But seriously, read Jack of Thorns first because you will not be disappointed, and then you're going to be blown away with Knight of Flames. So, as again, we have Quentin and Laurence, and they've evolved. They're moving forward. Laurence, who's always been like this huge social horny butterfly, has now had to kind of take in and slow down a little bit because Quentin, due to some things that happened in his past, is just kind of very uptight and rigid, and touch is something that he's just now becoming okay with Laurence and maybe a couple of other people, but really Laurence. And in this one we have Kane Wilson. Kane is kind of like a Professor Xavier type who has kind of started his own X-Men First Class, but when things start to unravel and just kind of take shape on who Kane is, am I on his side? Am I not on his side? Do I side with Quentin? Do I side with Laurence? And I had a battle of going back and forth on how I felt with Kane because Amelia just did this fantastic job of, you know he's got to be the antagonist, you know he's got to be the bad guy, but how bad is he? I mean, come on, the things that he did, I could kind of be like, you probably shouldn't have gone that route, or you probably shouldn't have done it this way, but it's for the better good. Or is it? Very interesting, Mr. Kane. Interesting indeed. So I loved the battle, the internal struggle that I got to have in my brain versus Kane, good or bad. And it was fun to just enjoy where we were going with this while seeing Quentin just kind of blossom. Oh my gosh, if you read Jack of Thorns, you know how tight-knit and closed in he was, and just to see him move forward and get that progression and some stuff he did with Laurence. And I mean, man, I'm sure Laurence was giddy, but I was giddy over here. All right, Quentin. I just wanted to high-five him and say, cheerio, good job, old chap. And it would have been fantastic if this was real. In this story, we get to meet a couple new characters who I'm really excited that I hope come into the next story, because we get to meet a really good friend of Laurence's who is Ethan. And Ethan is just this bubble of joy, and I loved getting to know him, and I just could not smile when he was around. And so it was so much fun to involve him. And then we get to meet a family member of Quentin's, and that was a riot because they're family, but they're complete polar opposites on some things. Like in Jack of Thorns, Laurence gets Quentin a cell phone, and Quentin is like, what do I do with this? He's not up to reference in pop culture. He doesn't understand modern music. He really is just a jolly good old chap. Stuck, I don't know, 1944 or something. I love Quentin so much. And then you have this family member that rolls in. Cell phone is like anybody else's. I mean, it's an appendage, knows how to use it, understands the internet, totally comprehends what Google means. Watch them converse and banter back and forth, and just kind of reading the mannerisms of family member versus Quentin and how Quentin handles this versus family member was really interesting. And then, holy smokes, talk about the most epic epilogue ever. As soon as I got done reading it, I was on my phone, on Facebook Messenger, hey Amelia, is book 3 out tomorrow? Because this epilogue makes me want it. You know what I got back? A smiley face. A freaking smiley face. That doesn't tell me anything. You leave it there in the epilogue and I'm just supposed to accept a smiley face? Fine. I will patiently wait. Maybe. So we have Knight of Flames, book 2 of the Inheritance series. 5 stars. Like, I gave Jack of Thorns 5. I really just want to give this, like, I don't know, 10, maybe 15, 20. The max amount I can possibly give. Knight of Flames, with everything, 5 stars. This is by Amelia Faulkner. Like I said, book 2 in the Inheritance series. Please read Jack of Thorns first and then come to Knight of Flames, because it's going to make so much sense. If you do it the opposite way, as long as you're reading them, get it read, because it's mwah. If you love science fiction, if you love sci-fantasy, this is for you. If you've liked what you've seen here, I'm going to ask that you leave me a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to be one of those people that says, look for a review every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I am a spontaneous creature, and that is the beauty and magic of the subscribe button. If you have enjoyed me and you want to follow me and see what I am up to, I will leave down below for you my Facebook profile, my Facebook page, and my Twitter. I am all over the place all the time, so you will get something. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read, I will also leave my email address for you down below. Knight of Flames, Amelia Faulkner, published by Lovelight Press, 5 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I'm going to talk to you about Jack of Thorns by Amelia Faulkner, recently released by Lovelight Press on May 3rd, 2016. So I'm a little late for getting this out to you. However, loved this, love this, love this. I am probably going to do a little bit of gushing all over the place here, because 1, I super love fantasy. 2, I super love this book. I honestly think that Jack of Thorns was like